So guys, in this video I'd like to introduce you a little library that I've created to hack around on our community server Python environment. So it lives in the current working directory where the editor is operating in. So in order to import that module, you need simply to say import hack. That's basically it. And now if you don't know how to use this, you can always use the built-in Python help functions and just type help hack and execute the code, and here you will see what's actually just take this away for a while. So here you will see the documented function, the documentation for the functions. So I've created this just for you guys, so feel free to read and research this stuff. But in this video I would basically just want to show you what exactly we can do here using this little hack module. So basically what it allows us to execute a bunch of commands, a bunch of Linux system environment commands like ls, cat, touch, make directory, remove rm, remove directory. So that's kind of it. I'm just wondering why it doesn't print the description for the entire module, but well, doesn't matter. That doesn't matter that much. So the very first thing to consider here is hack.get current working directory like this. Just execute it. We'll see that our environment is operating on /temp/cwd, which is the folder that I've created for this particular environment to avoid beginners to make damage to the web app itself. So of course, if you're a hacker and want just to kill the fuck out of this web application, you're free to do this, but I don't encourage you doing that, because in that case lots of developers would suffer from losing the ability to write their web scraping and run and debug their web scraping code here, so please bear that in mind. Okay, so another thing to consider here is actually we can list the files. So it needs to have at least it takes the one argument, which is the path. So if you just specify the empty string here, it would output the path of where we actually are now here. So say we want to see the location of the CMK, so what's going on in this CMK folder. In that case, we need simply to type /CMK, execute the code, and see that there is a file called scraper.py. Okay, so the next, so let's actually type, let's actually type some help information one more time. So help hack and execute this. So the next function here is cat, that prints the file content to console. So imagine the following situation. So you see that there is a file scraper.py in the CMK folder. So how do we see the content of that file? We need simply to say hack.cat and then specify the path for the file that we actually want to have a look at. So scraper.py, and just execute this. So here we see some example scraper that I've created in one of my previous videos. Okay. Also, if we actually want to see again like the content of the very root current working directory, so here we have this nice little file that is called code log, which stores all the code that ever been typed over here. So you can simply just cat the code log, and in this case this dot at the very beginning is not the folder, it means just the hidden file. So the code log is a hidden file. So just run this, there we can see that the code that I've just executed here is available. So I've cleaned up the code lock file from the last sessions because it did contain too much of unnecessary stuff there. Okay, so let's go further on basically. So Alaska current working directory. Okay, so we also can create and remove directories, and let's actually trying to see how that works. So just list the directories here. Okay, I want to help for a while, so list the directories. So if you just create a directory like, let's say, hack dot mkdir, and simply type here mydir. I encourage you guys to name directories with the uppercase letters just to make it easier to distinguish the files from the directories, just like in a good old DOS was there. So if we just update this stuff, then I see that actually mydir has been created. So if I want to create some subdir, I need to say mydir and subdir, assuming that mydir already exists, so bearing that in mind. And if I just now have a look at the content of my directory here, and we see that the subdirectory here is available. Same for removing directories. So if I just want to remove a directory, I have to specify -r recursive argument for that case. So -r mydir and update run. So no mydir anymore, and the subdir is deleted as well for sure. So also okay, so another option is if you don't use this -r argument, you will be able to actually delete the file. So this is a hack.py with the file that we've just imported. So if you delete this file, that you won't be able to use this library anymore. But of course, I would put a link in the description below this video where the source code on my GitHub would be stored for sure. So if somebody would accidentally or maliciously delete this hack.py file, we can easily restore that. Okay, so another option here is called touch, which references the touch command on the Linux environment, and in our case this touch command does allow us to create a file and basically write the file content to the disk at the given path. So let's actually try that out as well. So I just simply say touch and hack.touch, sorry, hack.touch, and if we just want to put this into some subdirectory, then // directory name and / and the file name. If we just want to make this in the root, we can simply say test file like this .txt, and this is that one argument is missing, of course, so we need to specify the content here. So let's test content. Okay, so now we basically have, so don't need to create this every time. Now we have this test file.txt, so we can actually cat what is there. We'll see the test content in, so it's just text file.txt. Oh, something doesn't work. This is a bit strange. Okay, so maybe just did spell that wrong. Test file. Oh, not the text file, but test file, of course. By the way, guys, just if you see this 2 here, I'm not sure what exactly that means, but that means that there was some sort of an error. So in that case, you can just try accept this stuff like this, and also you need to accept exception SE and print the exception, basically this would show you that no such file or directory. So that's how to get the error if something went wrong there. So, but actually this was a test file, not the text file. So that's the test content is available here. And now what I just said before. So if you just want to delete not the directory but the file itself, you need simply to specify the path to the file. So test file.txt. So just update and run. So now this test file has been deleted basically. So that's kind of it. Okay, so is there any other functionality out there? So let me just check that out. So cat ls make it around touch. Yeah, so this is it, guys. Feel free to use this hack module here to execute the very basic commands on this community Python environment. So you can, well, basically you're free to append some new methods to this file, but probably before doing that you should have contacted me and asked for my permission. Well, but in any case, no one basically would disallow you doing that, because it's absolutely free, open and open access environment. But please just consult me before trying to add something there. Okay, so this is it for this video, and basically, yeah, so when we will be writing scrapers later on, we'll be just importing this hack to get a quick access to operating system commands in this sort of manner to see the output just directly right in the console. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you like this. So until next time, and take care.